Yes, dearest youngsters, welcome. India-Pakistan Cricket Match Day 2023, October 14. I know you are excited. It is in half an hour away from now. That all goes on in the world. So too, our own learning also continues. Should continue at every cost. Welcome. Congratulations for being regular. Almost half of 12th chapter we have seen together. So many other stotrams we are learning. Little common sense thoughts we are learning. I'm sure all these adds up to our wisdom. With that, our performances get that required glow, required beauty, leading to good results for us and the world at large. Only one thing: don't miss our Gita classes. Study Gita, study our Shastras, gain the Jnanam, practice that Jnanam, make it a habit. Thus, make life so beautiful, inspirational for others, success for yourself, first of all. So, like every day, today also we'll have 5 topics. First one, our daily prayers. Then we do our वेद मंत्रोच्चारण अथर्वण वेद मंत्र रोग निवारण सूक्तम जस्ट उसको हम क्या ना 3 बार पढ़ेंगे छोटा है इसलिए देन वी डू अवर गीता देन वी डू अवर कॉमन सेंस थॉट टुडे विल कंक्लूड अवर दुर्गा आपदुद्धार स्तोत्रम फलश्रुति करके लेट अस बिगिन ओम 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री Gurave Namaha. Roga Nivarana Suktam. We all have physical, mental diseases. This mantra Ucharana can remove all our roga. So that's why 3 times we do. Om Atharvavedaha Pratama Kandam Pratama Prapataka Tritiyon Vakaha Dvadasha Suktam Roga Nivarana Suktam ॐ जरायुजः प्रथम उश्रियो वृषावातभ्रजा स्तनयन्नेति वृष्ट्या स नो मृडाति तन्व रुजुगो रुजन्य एकमोजस्त्रेधा विचक्रमे अङ्गे अङ्गे शोचिषा शिश्रियाणं नमस्यन्तस्त्वा हविषा विधेम अङ्कान् समङ्कान् हविषा विधेम यो अग्रभेत् पर्वास्या ग्रभीता मुञ्च शीर्षक्त्या उत कास एनं परुष्परुरा विवेशायो अस्या यो अभ्रजावातजायश्च शुष्मो वनस्पतीन् स च तां पर्वतांश्च शम्मे परस्मै गात्राय शमस्त्ववराय मे शम्मे चतुर्भ्यो अङ्गेभ्यः शमस्तु तन्वे मम ॐ शान्तिः 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 अगेन ॐ जरायुजः प्रथम उश्रियो वृषावातभ्रजा स्तनयन्नेति वृष्ट्या स नो मृडाति तन्वरुजुगो रुजन्य एकमोजस्त्रेधा विचक्रमे अङ्गे अङ्गे शोचिषा शिश्रियाणं नमस्यन्तस्त्वा हविषा विधेम अङ्कान् समङ्कान् हविषा विधेम यो अग्रभेत् पर्वास्या ग्रभीता मुञ्च शीर्षक्त्या उत कास एनं परुष्परुरा विवेशायो अस्या यो अभ्रजावातजायश्च शुष्मो वनस्पतीन् स च तां पर्वतांश्च शम्मे परस्मै गात्राय शमस्त्ववराय मे शम्मे चतुर्भ्यो अङ्गेभ्यः शमस्तु तन्वे मम 2 times. Third time. ॐ जरायुजः प्रथम उश्रियो वृषावातभ्रजा स्तनयन्नेति वृष्ट्या स नो मृडाति तन्वरुजुगोरुजन्य एकमोजस्त्रेधा विचक्रमे अङ्गे अङ्गे शोचिषा शिश्रियाणं नमस्यन्तस्त्वा हविषा विधेम अंकान् समङ्कान् हविषा विधेम यो अग्रभीत् पर्वास्याग्रभीता मुञ्च शीर्षक्त्या उत कास एनं परुष्परुरा विवेशायो अस्य यो अभ्रजावातजायश्च शुष्मो वनस्पतीन् सचतां पर्वतांश्च शम्मे परस्मै गात्राय शमस्त्ववराय मे शम्मे चतुर्भ्यो अङ्गेभ्यः शमस्तु तन्वे मम ओम शांति 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 टुमारो हिरण्यगर्भ सूक्तम देन भाग्य सूक्तम देन 3 days दश शांतयः 5 दिन में ये हो जाएगा समथिंग एल्स वी टेक अप नाउ इन आवर थर्ड प्रोग्राम ऑफ द डे श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अध्ययनम we are into 12th chapter the name is bhakti yoga in this we have seen right from the shloka 1 Arjuna's question, who is the Yuktatamaha? Bhagavan has precisely told what is bhakti. Then in two shlokas he spoke about what is jnanam, and he told for those who are identified with body, who are so gross in their outlook, too much worldly, for such people, lot of klesha difficulties are there in meditating on the truth, which is very, very subtle. अक्षरम अनिर्देशम इत्यादि ध्यान करना मुश्किल whereas if these four sadhanas सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येन योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते these 4-5 sadhanas who do I will become cause to lift them from mrityu samsara sagara that glorious assurance Bhagavan has given to us in the 6th and 7th shlokas which is again the bhakti sadhana ka hi saransh hai. In today's world, whatever the bhakti sadhanas we do, upasana, puja, japa, bhajana, kirtana, katha shravana, visiting temples, visiting pilgrimages, all of them are for this last word, Mai Aveshita Chetasa. Actually, with this, bhakti is over, but Bhagavan is not satisfied with his exposition. Therefore, now he gives us 4 levels of bhakti sadhana. The highest, the second level, third, and the lowest. Then the fifth also you can see in the form of values. So we have seen day before and yesterday the first 2 levels of bhakti sadhana. Today we will just see the third level quickly, shortly, precisely. Before that, what are the first 2 levels Bhagavan told? Let us just recollect them. So the 8th and 9th shlokas I am chanting for you and summarizing what we have learned from it as the highest bhakti, second level bhakti. So the highest bhakti का 8वां श्लोक है श्री भगवानुवाच मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मयि एव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः. This is the highest level of bhakti. Every word in this shloka so powerful, so important. We explained day before, we said yesterday also. Today also we'll just touch upon till these 4 sadhanas are over. Every day we just remind, recollect what we have studied so that the knowledge becomes stronger. So first thing is the sadhana is with our inner instruments of mana and buddhi. Bhakti sadhana. इसमें क्या करना है? मयि एव मन आधत्स्व. So first to take your charge of your mind, then adhatsva, totally put it in what? Mai eva, in Bhagavan only. That eva word is important. So the mind is totally put and packed and sealed only in Bhagavan. It is not coming out of it. तो मन को पूरा भगवान में ही रखना. That is called as the भगवान का रूप का ध्यान, नाम का लेना, भगवान का लीलाओं को पढ़ना सुनना, फिर उनका गुणगान का लेना. So our mind with its all emotions, our mind with all its imaginations, our mind with all its thoughts should be soaked only about Bhagavan. For Vyavahara, once or twice, little bit we may come out of it, but the mind is totally in God. That's the first step of Bhakti Sadhana में मन को भगवान को अर्पण करना in the highest bhakti. Second point in the highest level of devotion is my buddhim niveshaya. Our buddhi also should be put completely in Bhagavan. So we explain that as what? कि In every experience, see Bhagavan's hand and presence and grace and blessings. Second is what? Use buddhi to discriminate and decide and make the indriya mana buddhi ityadi to function in the world based on the knowledge given by the Lord through Shastra. तो हर एक अनुभव में भगवान को देखना बुद्धि से है, उनकी कृपा को. See only positive, see His grace only. Then doing only those things which are told by the Lord through the Shastra. This is called as my buddhim niveshaya. Third thing can be what? Buddhi decides. It decides the goal also. So my buddhim niveshaya means what? Let the buddhi decide. Bhagavan alone as the goal. Not Bhagavan as the means and world as the goal. भक्त के लिए भगवान ही परम होना चाहिए. We have seen this one coming 3-4 times in the earlier shlokas. So this way, my eva mana adhatsva, mind's 4 aspects of thoughts, imaginations, projections and emotions are only related to the Gadwala. My buddhim niveshaya also, the 3 aspects. One, in every experience, see divine grace. Second, do only those things which God wants. Third, keep only God as the goal. This is called buddhi ko Bhagwan mein rakhna. When these two are done, then where am I should find myself as a result. Nivasishyasi mai eva. I have to find myself always in Bhagwan only, not gone out of Bhagwan. Very peculiar way of saying, but very practical way of thinking and experiencing. Like, where do we stay generally? When we are a bhogi, depending on what's our bhoga, we nivasishyasi there. We stay there. So if my bhoga is TV, I'm always in TV. If my bhoga is eating, I'm always amidst the eatables. If my bhoga is being with friends, nivasishyasi, all my stay I feel always with my friend circle. So each one finds his stay depending on his choice of objects. So because we have done God only with our mana buddhi totally, with the Lord only we have put our mind and intellect. Therefore we find ourselves in God all the time. Bhagwan mein hi rehna. Like you see some of the great devotees, they're always in Bhagwan. They don't find themselves being away from Bhagwan into the worldly things and beings. Like a doctor when he's doing operation, he is into that patient that time as the operation is going on. कार्डियोलॉजी का ऑपरेशन है मानो, तो डॉक्टर कहाँ रहते हैं उस समय? ऑपरेशन में ही रहते हैं. He forgets the world, his wife, his children or anybody, all other activities, his other memberships, सारा वो भूल जाएगा. वो भगवान उस ऑपरेशन के टाइम उस ऑपरेशन रूपी कर्म में उस पेशेंट में ही रहता है. If you understand that, a bhakta also always remains in God, never finds himself away from God. This is the outcome of first 2 sadhanas of Mayeva Manadatsva Maya Buddhi Nivesh. Now the fourth one is very, very essential. Once you have done this, when the Lord will bless to give his darshana or Atmanubhava, you need not have any doubt or worry. That is why Ata Urdhvam na samshaya kartavyaha. वो ये तीनों करने के बाद चौथा चीज क्या करना है? रिगार्डिंग लॉर्ड्स प्रेजेंस एंड ही इज सीइंग ऑल आवर दीज उपासनास एंड हिज ग्रेस टू ब्लेस अस. अबाउट दीज संशय नहीं होना. ए भक्त कैनॉट अफोर्ड टू हैव डाउट. A doubting Thomas cannot be a devotee, because for devotion, one and the only basic thing is Shraddha. And Shraddha and Samshaya go opposite. Where there is Samshaya, you can't have Shraddha. Where you want to have Shraddha, you can't give a place for Samshaya even little. संशय व्हाट इट डज, इट आयम वक्त पर वो हमको ले जाते हैं वहां से जब भगवान ग्रेस इज अबाउट टू कम ऑन टू अस. देयरफॉर कभी भी संशय नहीं रखना. इंस्टेड ऑफ संशय, श्रद्धा रखो 100%. So in the first shloka itself we have studied about Shraddha. एवं सतयुक्ताय भक्तास्त्वाम परिपास्ते ये चाप्यक्षरम विवेकं तेषां के मय्यावेश्य मनो यो मां नित्ययुक्ता उपास्ते श्रद्धया परयो. लास्ट श्लोक आल्सो 20th श्लोक में भगवान वही कहते हैं, ये तो धर्म्यामृतमिदम यथोक्तम परिभासते श्रद्धाधानाः. सो श्रद्धा के साथ होना है, नॉट विथ संशय. दिस इज द हाईएस्ट डिवोशन. Mana in God, buddhi in God, finding ourselves in the God without any doubt in the mind, full of Shraddha. In that Shraddha, so many things come. Anything comes, you enjoy it, taking as Bhagwan's prasada. Success or failure, good or bad, insult or praise, कुछ भी हो, there's joy only because ये भी मेरे भगवान ने मुझे दे रहे, बस. ये श्रद्धा वाला हमेशा मस्ती में, खुशी में रहता है. Like the child has full faith in mother, father, therefore he plays with them, he is with them. दूसरे के पास जाने को बोलो, इतना डाउट होता है, वो जाएगा ही नहीं. Is it not like that? Shraddha. Atha urdhvam na samshay. This is the first highest level of devotion. Tomorrow also I'll repeat it. Then the second level of devotion which we saw yesterday was ki atha, in this way chittam samadhatum naturally na shaknoshi mai stiram. Sthirata se the chitta, if you are not able to put in me, then the second level of sadhana has two aspects. The first one is abhyasa yogena. Do the abhyasa yoga. In that Abhyasa Yoga only, all the bhajana, kirtana, upasana, parayana, yajna yaga, tirthayatra, mandira visit comes. All of them are what for? For training, for doing the Abhyasa. Again of what was said in the first shloka or the earlier shloka, that putting our mind and putting our buddhi in Bhagavan. तो सेकंड लेवल साधना में अभ्यास होता है. फर्स्ट लेवल में नेचुरली यू आर एबल टू डू दैट. You are always, your mana buddhi chitta ahankara are in Bhagavan only. Antakarana is in Bhagavan is the highest devotion. Trying to put your antakarana in Bhagavan is called as second level of sadhana. But while doing so, one very crucial, very important thing we have to mind is what? Mam aptum ichha. Very, very essential. Our desire should be to possess God, to obtain God, to reach the God, to experience the God. Because whatever is our desire, our effort will be towards that. If the desire is to possess the objects of the world, you cannot put your efforts to the God. Even you put the efforts to the God, even if the God comes from Him, we ask for the worldly things and get Him from Him, and we run away from God. We cannot be that devotee who discovers oneness with the God. That's why the second thing is important in the second sadhana, that is Mam aptum ichha, mam ichhaptum dhananjaya. You understand? The real dhananjayata, real earning of the wealth is the desire in us to have भगवान दर्शन, भगवान को मिलने का, उनसे बात करने का, उनका दर्शन करने का, उनके साथ रहने का. Like you have these desires for the people of the world. Somebody you love, then that person should be with you. Together you should go somewhere else, talk to each other, eat food together. So how many things you have with a person whom you love? Same we should have for the God if you are a devotee. So ये सब मेरे को पता ही नहीं. That's what we are not taught in school, college, home. We are teaching that only now. And the love for the Lord alone is fulfilling because Lord blesses us with bhukti mukti. Any other love, it will be a failure because that person himself can't be permanent. His love cannot be permanent. It is divided. It goes to so many places. It can't fulfill what we want. In love, we should not want at all, first of all. But even that, because they are not capable. But when you have love, devotion for God, He will give us bhukti, mukti, everything. In fact, in love, we should not expect anything, by the way. Now, two things we saw. Two levels of devotion. Now, today we'll see the third level. Tomorrow, the fourth level. So, let us chant the 10th shloka, which talks about the third level of bhakti sadhana. Having done this successfully, go to the second, then go to the first. What it is, let us chant it. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Dvadashodhyayah, Bhakti Yogaha. दशम श्लोक श्री भगवानुवाच 4 times. Okay. अभ्यासेप्यसमर्थोऽसि, 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 अभ्यासेप्यसमर्थोऽसि. मत्कर्म परमो भव, मत्कर्म परमो भव, मत्कर्म परमो भव, मत्कर्म परमो भव, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि, कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि, कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि, कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि. Two times together. श्रीभगवानुवाच अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि. Again, श्रीभगवानुवाच अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् siddhimavapsyasi. In this third level of bhakti sadhana, through two sadhanas are again told here. So all this we have to learn, all this we have to understand, all this we have to have faith in, all this we have to practice, all this we have to master, and thus start becoming a wonderful devotee to be blessed by the Lord, both for bhakti, success, and moksha, from just being an ordinary, a human being like any animal, not knowing any of these spiritual things. From this level, you have to be to that level of even commanding Bhagwan's darshan, even commanding Bhagwan's blessings to take us to his world. है ना, सालोक्य मुक्ति कहते हैं. Even commanding the Lord to reveal to us the essential self by removing the cover of Maya, cover of ignorance, cover of delusion. ये सारे तुम लोगों को बड़े बड़े शब्द लगेंगे, बट तो भी क्या, सुनते रहो अभी से. धीरे धीरे they start becoming meaningful to us. Okay. Now, what are the two levels of sadhana, or two sadhanas that are told in the third level of bhakti? First, Bhagavan says, Abhyase api asamartha asi. If you are not samartha, capable of doing the abhyasa of putting mana and buddhi in me, hey Arjuna, because of various reasons. You are in such a human life of so many of the duties, so many of the responsibilities, so many of the invitations, so many of the talents given, and the world wants you to use them to serve the world. So you may be in thousand ways busy, extroverted, agitated, having so many outer things as the goals right now. Therefore, neither the time nor interest nor willingness nor conveniences you have for relentlessly doing the abhyasa of putting mana buddhi in God through bhajana, kirtana, ityadi. If that's not possible, then what is the third level ka alternative? Mein? The first sadhana, Bhagavan says, mat karma paramaha bhava. Very, very important. Listen carefully. Mat karma paramaha bhava means what? In your life, doing the karmas, because you are caught up in karma, therefore you are not able to focus on me. Mat karma paramaha means what? Karmas related to me. Just now we were mentioning, no? Keep them as more and more value important to you. So in that mat karma parama में क्या होता है कि भगवत संबंधी कथा कर्म, like what, doing the puja to the god, or making preparations for the puja if the mother or father are doing at home, or making the decoration for the Lord, or making naivedyam for the Lord. Is it not? These are all भगवान को रिमाइंड कराने वाले कर्म. That's called mat karma. Mat means mere related karma. Paramaha bhava. Is it not? Because the more you are in that vicinity of the God while doing the work for Him, our mind intellect starts tuning to Him, which is the actual devotion 1, devotion 2. Agini. Because out of sight, out of mind, whatever is in the sight, that alone in the mind. Okay? So when in our sight, we are keeping God by doing Bhagavad Sambandhi karma. So if you have a temple near your house, Go there every day and do the jadu pocha there. Help that pujari there. Or at least weekly once. Go there and do the seva. Mat karma paramaha. पूजा सामान धो के दे देना पुजारी जी को. कोई कुछ वॉट एवर द 100 वर्क्स आर देयर है ना. प्रसाद बांटने का काम करो, साफ सुथरे वाला काम करो वहाँ. इफ ही गिव्स द अलंकार वाला काम, यू डू इट. Depends in the temple that pujari what he allows you. But mat karma parama. Either in your own house, morning and evening, have that half an hour, 1 hour spent to do the Bhagavad Sambandhi karma. So too, when the important days come, like festivals, like from tomorrow we have the Sharan Navaratri. And Mother Sambandhi Navaratris are starting from tomorrow. अक्टूबर 15 से लेकर 25 को होगा दशहरा. Those special occasions में, or last week we had 10-15 days back Vinayaka Chauthi Sambandhi. 10 days related to Bhagavan Ganapati, all the things many youngsters have done. So those places and activities which are related to God, therefore, which remind us of the God, those things we have to do. This is the first sadhana of the third level of bhakti. Mat karma paramaha bhava. तो भगवान के लिए जो जो वाटी होती है ना, बत्ती कहते हो, वो बना दो. चंदन घीस दो भगवान के लिए. फूलों का माला बना दो, फूल तोड़ के लाओ या पौधा बड़ा करो खुद ही लगाकर भगवान के लिए. हाउ मेनी थिंग्स मत कर्मा परमहा रिलेटेड टू भगवान वी कैन डू एवरी डे. And if you do it for the world, you become attached to the world, and world will destroy you, detach. World will definitely deceive you because they can't be as powerful as God to bless us or help us. But same things when we start doing for God, called as devotion, the Lord looks at me, Hare, He is making Naivedyam for me. He is cleaning the temple for me. He is making the garlands, etc. तो भगवान does such a blessing. दिमाग हमारा जो है धीरे धीरे मन बुद्धि चित्ता starts rebelling in Bhagwan. माया का पर्दा निकल जाता जाएगा. Then we start doing the second and first level of devotions. Therefore, abhyase api asamartah asi mat karma paramaha bhava. Give importance to the Bhagavan related activities every day in your house, every day in the temple, and whenever the festivals keep on coming. Time तो इतना भाग रहा है, साल के इतने सारे फेस्टिवल आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं. Do the work there. आजकल के आ रहे youngsters and oldies, even during festival they are bhoga pradhana. That is absolutely negative. Or they are so much busy in their works, etc., earning the money and maintaining the house and all, they are not finding time and interest in these things. Somehow, if you want to do spiritual things, we have to find out the time from the same busy schedule. How do you do it is your botheration and headache. You have to find that's it. That's what we expect. नहीं टाइम ही नहीं दे पाओगे तो मन कैसा दोगे. मन नहीं दोगे तो भक्ति कैसी बनेगी. बिना भक्ति का कृपा कैसा. बिना कृपा का भगवान का दर्शन अनुभव मोक्ष. How do you get them? And also protection from the worldly problems and all. Somehow you have to manage yourself to find time. So mat karma paramo bhavaha is mat karma paramaha, means having in your mind the karmas related to me doing as most important and priority. तो ऐसे पहले बंदे बच्चे फर्स्ट उठते ही नहाते हैं, पहले नहाते ही पहले भगवान का पूजा करते हैं, भगवत संबंधी करते हैं. So in the evening also coming from college or office, take bath and first for that 1 hour Bhagwan related चीजें they do it. They don't worry about the world, they don't worry about other people, they don't worry about their own self. They do the things related to God first. That's called mat karma paramaha. Example of that is when they go to pilgrimage, they don't go for shopping or eating first. They go to Bhagavan's darshana first. After that only shopping or eating. That's called mat karma paramaha. Giving paramata importance, priority to karma related to the God. I explained to you so many of them. Many, many more you can consider. Even this one cannot do. Temple is very far away, etc., etc. There is another option. What is that? Mad arthamapi karmani. Madarthamapi karmani kurvana siddhim avapsisi. The siddhi of the first level you come by reach by doing the second level. For that also you will be qualified when you do this second sadhana of the third level. What is that? Madarthamapi karmani kurvan. Means what? Which are the place you are put very busily, like a doctor. No, so busy is with the patients. Even beyond the chamber time, he'll have to read the articles, he'll have to see the inpatients in the hospital. He cannot spare time for doing works related to God. Forget about doing the abhyasa, forget about putting his mind in God. कहाँ रखेंगे वो? He'll have to mind the patient and treatment. For such people who are busy in their worldly work, भगवान कहते हैं whatever the work you are doing busily, because of which you are not able to give time to me, that work you do it for me. This is the second option in the third level of devotion. Mad artham abhi karmani kurvan. Do the karma for my sake. So all the treatment you are doing to the patient, keep in mind in the mind a thought, all of this I am doing for my Lord. And a mother at home, she's busy in cooking, all doing. So let her do all of that for the sake of God. A lawyer who is busy in cases every day, he should say, ये सब मैं भगवान के लिए कर रहा हूँ. A politician, बेचारा all the time they are busy. Throughout life, these politicians have to be very busy. Otherwise, they can't be in the limelight. I'm not talking about ordinary people. Those are in good position. हम उनको क्या करें भक्ति के लिए? All your political work, whatever portfolio you are given, position you are given, work you are given, do all of that मदर्थम भगवान के लिए. मेरे लिए कर्म करो. Which are the work? You are a teacher in a school, so do the teaching, but for the sake of God. And you are an army person. You are in the borders, but do it for the sake of God. In this way, whatever duty we are doing, we are supposed to do. While doing them, when we do it for the sake of God. This already came in 5th chapter, Brahmanya Dhaya Karmani, or in 3rd chapter, Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya, or here also, ये तो सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः. भगवान वही बात को सिस्टमैटिकली स्टेप 1, स्टेप 2, स्टेप 3 कह रहे. Step 1 is mana buddhi chitta ahankara, naturally offered to the Lord. Second is effort to offer it to God, abhyasa, along with keeping the desire of Bhagavan. Third level mein, first is Bhagavat related works only you must do. If you are not able to do them, any work you are doing, small ho, big ho, kuch bhi ho, छोटा छोटा, इवन घर सफाई का काम भी करो, नौकरी का काम, सोशल सेवा का, एनी वर्क यू आर डूइंग, ऑल ऑफ देम start doing for me. Artham abhi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsasi. Why siddhi? Because that leads to the madartham abhi karmani. That leads to abhyasa. That leads to naturally mayi eva manadatsva mayi buddhim niveshaya sthiti. So the slowly, grade by grade, from that fourth to the third to the second to the first we come. Therefore, you will definitely get the siddhi, Bhagavan says. So in today's class of the third level of devotion, the two topics are: one, Bhagavat related actions only you do. Second, if you can't do that, any karma which you have to do, positive one, dharmic karma, do it for the sake of God. It is the third level of devotion. One more is there. Tomorrow we will see that one. With this, 4 levels of devotion are over. Then we have in 8 slokas, around 31, 32, or 33 values that are prescribed, which you can talk it as the 5th level of devotion, or this initial point of devotion, or a Parama Bhakta lives life like this naturally. When the topic comes day after tomorrow, we will see. Thank you. We'll stop our Geetha here. Now let us take up our second topic of or the fourth topic totally, the common sense thought. This common sense thought we might have seen earlier in different way. Today we are seeing it this way: mind's mischief of spoiling the present performance by bringing the guilts and regrets of the past failures, or bringing the arrogances and successes of the past, especially guilts and regrets. By that, mind not allowing us to perform in the present properly. And all the time, the connection, the performance alone gives the result. The beauty of performance decides the beauty of the result. So this is the mind's mischief, continuously constant. Then what is to be done? Bring the intellect, understand it, make a practice of it, make a habit of it. Of what? Of focusing in the present, only in on the work which is in hands at that time. At that time, from the past be attended experiences. Any learning has been done, any learning, any use that jnanam here. Use the jnanam learned from the past experiences. Don't remember the past experiences per se and allow it to affect the present. Like in the past, I failed. Now that failure experience gave me so much dukkha. Everybody insulted me. Now that experience per se, if you remember in the present, डर लगने लगेगा यार इस बार भी मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा. Then even though you know the answers, everything, you cannot apply properly yourself. Instead of that, let us say you failed in the past, but from that you learned. Why did you fail? Where did you go wrong? And that learning, if you apply in the present, that will help you. सफर पास्ट के अनुभवों से कुछ सीख कर हमको प्रेजेंट में काम करना है. पास्ट के अनुभवों को याद करके प्रेजेंट को स्पॉइल नहीं करना. द अदर थिंग इज व्हाट? इन द पास्ट यू आर सक्सेसफुल, सो दैट चस्का मस्का और व्हाट यू कॉल ऑफ द पास्ट प्रेजेंस पास्ट सक्सेस का इंटॉक्सिकेशन और एरोगेंस in the present will make you inadvertent. Then you won't perform properly in the present. Like in cricket match ऐसा ही होता है. If one bowler is taking this batsman's wicket every time, this team deliberately उस bowler को उतारता है उस batsman के against, and that batsman has the past remembrances कि इसने मेरे को 4 बार आउट किया और डर के ऐसा उसने करता है कि कैच आउट हो. Or a batsman, he is very confident with that bowler, so 2 sixers he has hit, so success हो गया. Therefore, the third one also thinks it's not at all difficult for me. आगे आके मारेगा, but that bowler has bowled it little slow or short pitch or some spin करके. So instead of going into the stands, it has come into the gloves of the keeper. Out. Example of cricket अभी चल रहा है आधे घंटे में इंडिया पाकिस्तान. So I thought I can share. So the mind's mischief of bringing past experiences of good or bad to spoil the present performance, thus not giving good results in future. This mischief of mind is conquered by the intellect's maturity of understanding, in that there are only two things. One, perform in the present about the present work, what you have to do, be in that work. Second is, from the past, if you have anything learned from the success, why did I succeed? Because of these good things done. वो चीज़ों को use करो. Why did I fail? Because wrong things done. So avoid those wrong things. In that way, पास्ट के अच्छे बुराइयों से सीख कर प्रेजेंट को यूज करो. अच्छे बुरे अनुभवों को लेकर रिग्रेट होना मत, एरोगेंट भी नहीं होना. अर्जुन वाज लाइक दैट. ही वाज एरोगेंट ऑफ अर्लियर सक्सेस. Therefore, kair maya saha yoddhavya. Then he had a guilt of failure. Okay, I don't know whether I will be able to fight with Bhishma and Drona and Karna. I never fought with them. They are powerful to me. Because of both things, he was lost in the present. He says, I can't fight the war. Bhagavan gave him the knowledge. He made him. It's your dharma. You do in the present the work. Don't worry about the past, good or bad experience. Accordingly, Arjuna did. Therefore, he could win the war. For ourselves also in our life, these are the things to be learned. हो गया? Common sense thought हो गया? Now the last one of the day is our learning of chantings. That is our Durga AAPADUDDHAARA Ashtakam. Ashtakam पूरा हो गया. Now there is Phala Shruti in 1, 2, 3.5 श्लोकों में. फटाफट I will chant it and tell you the meaning. Then the whole stotram, once we chant, that will be over. From tomorrow, something new will start. Okay, so this Durga AAPADUDDHAARA Ashtakam, which is there in Siddheshwari Tantra, where Maheshwara Bhagavan himself tells to Uma Parvati, uska phala kya hai if you study it, let us see it. I'm just straight away chanting and telling you the meaning. Idam stotram maya proktam. This stotram given by me to you, O Parvati, O Uma. महेश्वर भगवान शिव जी बता रहे मया प्रोक्तम आपद उद्धार हेतुकम. The purpose of this stotra is apat uddhara, to lift ourselves away from, above from any of the apadas, the problems, the difficulties, the obstacles, any of the dangers, tensions, worries, crisis, etc. Avaduddhara hetukam, for you to help you to come out of the apada, this stotra I told you to chant. First, Trisandhyam, three sandhyas, morning sandhya, afternoon sandhya, or evening sandhya, or eka sandhyam va, at least one of the sandhya kala, morning or afternoon or evening, va patanat, if somebody chants it every day in one of the sandhya kala or three sandhya, what is the result? Ghora sankatat muchyate, for the most difficult sankata paristiti also of any sort. It is health संबंधी, लीगल संबंधी, रिलेशनल संबंधी, मनी संबंधी, जॉब संबंधी, कोई भी घोर संकट हो, युद्ध का हो सकता है, फ्लड्स हो सकते हैं, नेचुरल कैलेमिटी हो सकते हैं, वॉट एवर दैट घोर संकटात् मुच्यते, he gets freed, न अत्र संदेहः. Don't have any doubt regarding this. So one or three sandhya kala, if this everybody chanted, from ghora sankatas of any sort, we get freed. Each one will have, because you are youngster, you have to live a big life, 100 years. अब कितने कितने घोर संकट किसी भी कारण से आ सकते. So you will be freed if you do the chanting of this mantra every day, one sandhya or three sandhyas. Okay. First one is what Muchadena Atha Sandesha Bhuvi Swarge Rasatale. Whether you are in Bhuloka, you are in Swargaloka, Rasatala Loka, whatever the Sankata come from there, or if you are there, any Sankata is there, from that you are free. So भूलोक से, रसातल से, स्वर्ग से. भूलोक में आने वाले संकट भूलोकी, रसातल से आने वाले अर्थक्वेक एटसेट्रा, ऊपर से आने वाले द रेन्स, फ्लड्स, थंडर्स एटसेट्रा. कोई भी कहीं से भी संकट आए वो तुमको कुछ नहीं करेगा. This is Falashruti. One. Second, Sarvam va Shlokam ekam va. Total stotram or one shloka also. Ya patet, whoever chants, Bhaktiman, with devotion, Sada, all the time. मटरिंग करता जा रहा है पूरा या एक श्लोक को. हमेशा कोई एक श्लोक मन में चलता है तो फॉर हिम द रिजल्ट इज सर्वम दुष्कृतम त्यक्त्वा, all the papa done in the past, you get freed from it. Then prapnoti paramam padam, even Bhagwan's anubhuti, moksha, that also comes to us. Removal of all ajnana papa, Bhagavad prapti, that also comes. एक श्लोक या पूरा go on chanting. Now Bhagavan Shiva is telling mother, hey Deveshi, O the Lord of all Devatas, Patanadasya, did the chanting of this, Kimna Siddhyati Bhutale, what is not achievable on the earth, सब मिलेगा. And hey Devi, this Tavarajam, though big, Sankshepat Katitam Maya, only in a short of 8-9 slokas only I taught you. There is nothing non-achievable with the chanting of this. This is how Iti Shri Siddheshwari Tantre Umamaheshwara Samvade Durga Apaduddhara Stotram. Okay? Now let us chant it once slowly. One minute. Om Ata Shri ओम अथ श्री दुर्गा आपदुद्धार स्तोत्रम. Start. Om नमस्ते शरण्ये शिवे सानुकंपे नमस्ते जगद्व्यापिके विश्वरूपे नमस्ते जगद्वन्द्य पादारविन्दे नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे नमस्ते जगच्चिन्त्यमानस्वरूपे नमस्ते महायोगिनि ज्ञानरूपे नमस्ते नमस्ते सदानन्दरूपे नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. अनाथस्य दीनस्य तृष्णातुरस्य भयार्तस्य भीतस्य बद्धस्य जन्तोः त्वमेका गतिर्देवि निस्तारकर्त्री नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. अरण्ये रणे दारुणे शत्रुमध्ये अनले सागरे प्रान्तरे राजगेहे त्वमेका गतिर्देवि निस्तारनौका नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. अपारे महादुस्तरेत्यन्तघोरे विपत्सागरे मज्जतां देहभाजां त्वमेका गतिर्देवि निस्तारहेतुः नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. नमश्चण्डिके चण्डदुर्दण्डलीला समुत्खण्डिता अखण्डिता शेष शत्रो त्वमेका गतिर्देवि निस्तारबीजम् नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. त्वमेवाघभावाद्धृता सत्यवादीः न जाता जितक्रोधनात् क्रोधनिष्ठा इडा पिङ्गला त्वं सुषुम्ना च नाडी नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. नमो देवि दुर्गे शिवे भीमनादे सरस्वत्युरुन्धत्यमोघ स्वरूपे विभूतिः शची कालरात्रिः सती त्वं नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. शरणमसि सुराणां सिद्धविद्याधराणां मुनिमनुजपशूनां दस्युभिस्त्रासितानां नृपतिगृहगतानां व्याधिभिः पीडितानां त्वमसि शरणमेका देवि दुर्गे प्रसीद त्वमसि शरणमेका देवि दुर्गे प्रसीद. इदं स्तोत्रं मया प्रोक्तम् आपद् उद्धारहेतुकं त्रिसन्ध्यमेकसन्ध्यं वा पठनात् घोरसङ्कटात् मुच्यते नात्र सन्देहः भुवि स्वर्गे रसातले. सर्वं वा श्लोकमेकं वा यः पठेत् भक्तिमान् सदा स सर्वं दुष्कृतं त्यक्त्वा प्राप्नोति परमं पदं. पठनात् अस्य देवेशी किं न सिद्ध्यति भूतले स्तवराजमिदं देवी संक्षेपात् कथितं मया इति श्री सिद्धेश्वरी तंत्रे उमामहेश्वर संवादे श्री दुर्गा आपदुद्धार स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम. ब्यूटिफुल. 10-12 स्तोत्र तक पढ़ा दिया. So tomorrow onwards Navaratras. So mother related only. 3 days Durga, 3 days Lakshmi, 3 days Saraswati. I'll teach you. Okay. What are they? Let us see tomorrow. So in this way, Durga Abdara Ashtakam or Stotram, we have done it every 8-9 days. We have done our common sense thought today. My mind should not bring the past failures or successes, regrets and arrogances to spoil the present performance. That was a common sense thought. Geetha mein third level of devotion. God related things you do or anything you do, good things, dharma, do it for the sake of God. Third level up. What is the fourth level? Tomorrow we meet and study. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Maprayat Shanto Muccheta Vandebhyaha Muktasthanyam Vimochayet Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Gamaya Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnadaya Purnameva Shishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Let us do the arati because we have done conclusion of Durga Apadudhara Ashtakam. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णुः मङ्गलं श्रीकुरुक्षेत्रपार्थं ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्. बोल श्री दुर्गा माता की जय, गीता माता की जय, कृष्ण भगवान की जय, व्यास भगवान की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंद गोविंद. बोल जय माता दी की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय, समस्त युवा मंडली की जय. मे यू ऑल हैव सक्सेस इन ऑल योर एंडेवर्स. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. Yeah, you all friends to attend these classes.